Long story short, when it comes down to streaming, the idea is quite simple, yeah. You're not a streamer if you don't know the trio of the streaming underground. You're not a streamer if you don't know Wings of Redemption, Boogie, and Darkside Phil, yeah. The three streamers who are kinda sussy. Now the question is, why they sussy, yeah? So let's check the tragic tale of Wings of Redemption. Who is that guy and why is he in that position?
Any question about my personal life, ban them. No, I don't got any friends, dude. No person deserves this kind of ridicule. Like, I hate my f***ing life at this point. My grandma's dying. I spend my entire life sitting in this f***ing room. I had $1,400 worth of chargebacks come out, and all you do is get picked on and criticized. That's my life. Most of you guys would crack under the stress that these people put me through. I just want to escape the bullying. I do. People make fun of me and pick at me. I'm pretty much defeated in every aspect of my life. You know, I have no self-esteem to begin with, and I feel like nobody loves me, but guess what? It's okay. He's an easy f***ing target.
If you haven't heard of his name before, I guarantee you're definitely not going to forget it from this point onwards.
I detest this game. I hate you too. Come on! Honestly, can you stop, Tudzo? Ban everybody that says I got on. I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm done with the stream.
This is Wings of Redemption. Now the question is how he ended up in this position.
Geordie Jordan aka Wings of Redemption was born on the 21st of April 1986 into what you might call unfortunate circumstances. His birth had been the result of a teenage pregnancy, and due to the young age of his parents, Geordie would be raised with the help of his grandparents in their trailer park home. At the age of 2, his father, an alcoholic, would abandon the family entirely, giving us a pretty clear idea of the unfortunate means by which Wings of Redemption had been brought into the world. However,
yeah, the spawning position for the guy isn't the best, yeah? Let's just say my guy had the intro with a bit of a difficulty. The tutorial, which is 18 years, was a bit of a bitch, not gonna lie. Your upbringing doesn't define you as a person. You as a person define yourself.
But while the circumstances were far from desirable, as Geordie Jordan entered school, he would begin to excel in sports, claiming to be one of the most athletic people in his class. That would be until a physically gifted foreign exchange student joined his year, placing Geordie in second place for most school sporting events. In order to counteract this, Geordie explained that he began to eat more during dinner time, under the assumption that it would help him grow faster, hopefully giving him a physical advantage over his opponents.
The idea is correct, but you also have to work slightly more to burn all of those calories. Also, speaking of a foreign exchange student who is slightly better than you and placing you in the second place, back in the primary school, I think it's early school, yeah, the early school. After you're done with the kindergarten, the primary school. No, I think it is called primary school. Basically, we had the running competitions, yeah, whenever we were doing physical activities there, we had the running competitions in there. I was second place every single time. We had one fucker who was always faster than me. I was salty as fuck. I was always salty as fuck, and then I learned why. His fucking dad was teaching him to play football since he learned how to walk. And I shit you not, a couple of years ago, I saw that same guy, that same classmate, play against fucking Cristiano Ronaldo. So let's just say he fucking made it.
However, this would cause Geordie to begin gaining excessive weight, ultimately leading to a sporting underperformance and isolation into the fantasy world of video games. In the process of this, his family, including his brother and single mum, would move from his grandparents' trailer park home into low-income government housing, where Geordie Jordan would continue to gain weight while further isolating himself from society. By the age of 14, he had reached approximately 240 pounds or 110 kilograms, also
Jesus.
being diagnosed with bipolar and social anxiety disorder, adding to the isolation even further. To counteract this, Geordie Jordan would begin to take...
Now think about it, bro. Realistically, straight up, everyone has a social anxiety right now. We live in the day and age which is populated by fucking social media. Everyone is posting their amazing lives. Everyone is living a better life than you. Of course you're gonna have a social anxiety.
Take on various low-skilled jobs in order to get out of the house more often, as well as earn himself a little bit of income. In his late teens, he would take on various positions such as working at a video rental store, a supermarket as a 911 operator, and even as a Domino's pizza delivery driver. However, he found many...
Now, I have a question. Yeah, in the previous video, I already criticized the USA police system and the training. We're talking about a guy who is under 18. How the fuck do they expect to have an operator who is under 18 who will perform extremely well in the life or death situations? Why, brother, one thing is training, the other thing you need maturity for that, you know? You need mental stability for that, and mental stability comes with maturity, with experience.
these to be boring and unstimulating, often leading him to quit within only 2 weeks of starting. However, at the age of 18, Geordie Jordan would finally get into a position which he was able to hold for some period of time, specifically a job working for a company by the name of Metglass.
What I did at Metglass is I was an overhead crane operator for blast furnaces that basically poured liquid metal and things out, kind of like Terminator 2.
While working at Metglass in 2007, Geordie and another friend by the name of Z7 Taylor would play Call of Duty in the evenings, also starting to regularly watch sniper montages over on YouTube. In the process, Geordie thought about making his own videos, however, given his busy work schedule, would dismiss the idea as he had minimal time for doing so.
And this is the moment where YouTube gaming was being born. The YouTube was still in the early stages, and these montages were one of the first things that appeared on YouTube. And shit, bro, they were popular as fuck.
However, in 2008, an event would occur that presented itself as a negative in the beginning, however would turn out to be a huge turning point in his life: the global financial crisis. Geordie explained that since he was one of the more expensive employees at Metglass, he was one of the first to lose their job as business profits began to tumble.
They started laying people off, and one of the people that got laid off was me because I was one of the newer employees, and I was also getting paid more than most of the employees on the flag factory floor.
He would then be put on government unemployment payments, which in combination with his previous
I remember making Call of Duty 4 montages to pirated songs of System of a Down, lol. Yeah, that was the age, bro. System of a Down, Papa Roach, 3 Days Grace, Avenged Sevenfold, Linkin Park, of course, Linkin Park. Yeah, there was a lot of Linkin Park edits. Bro, these were the starting days of YouTube gaming.
employment history seemed to dampen Geordie Jordan's confidence in relation to his ability to hold down a job working for someone else.
If you think I could hold a job down, you're kidding yourself. The reason I don't get a job is I can't hold one down.
However, there was one advantage to come out of this whole situation. Suddenly, Geordie Jordan had all the time in the world. His friend Z7 Taylor had started making his own Call of Duty videos, and noticing the success of them,
Because I seen Taylor and his channel, and I love reading the comments, so I'm like, damn.
he would order a HD PVR capture card and begin to record his own high-definition Call of Duty videos in his newly found free time. Geordie
Yeah, the thing is that at the very beginning, why his friend got success, because he was one of the first people who started doing the YouTube videos, so basically there was no competition in the market right now. Everyone is doing that shit. Everyone has been doing that shit for the past 10 years, brother. Also, yeah, there was an interesting point that he mentioned that he ordered a capture card. Right now, bro, right now, all you need is OBS. And that's it. You press the button, start streaming or start recording. Everything is taken care of. Back then, we didn't have the technology. We didn't have OBS back then. We didn't have the proper hardware for that. So you needed to invest extra money into external hardware that would actually do the job of an OBS right now. Man's old. Yeah, back in my days. Also, one of the first softwares, I think it was Fraps? Yeah, I think one of the first softwares that was actually trying to replace the external capture cards was Fraps, and Fraps was a recording software. I don't think you could stream with that. Yeah, but basically I remember using it for recording. And let's just say it was fucking disgusting. Everything was at least 15 FPS, well 15 30 FPS. The quality was dog shit, and I remember the biggest issue I had with that was that the file sizes were fucking huge. Back then, no one fucking had yellow 30 FPS in the corner. Yeah. The FPS in the corner, yeah. Back then, no one had terabytes of space in the drive. No one had the drive of that size, brother. What we had, if you come from the rich family, brother, and you're a kid who wants to make videos, you have maybe 256 gigs of a drive. And one video, one recording of a CSGO, well, CS 1.5, yeah, Counter-Strike 1.5 or 1.6, or Call of Duty, one match will take maybe 50 gigs easily. You have 5 videos, your drive is fucking full. That is considered the fact that you come from the rich family and your parents brought you a new PC for Christmas. If you are like the rest of us, the poor fucks, you had 128. Yeah, you had 128 gigs of space in the drive. So yeah, best of luck, brother. 2 videos, that's it, your computer is fucking fucked.
Jordan would then register a YouTube channel under the name Wings of Redemption, taking the name from an inscription on King Tut's tomb which stated, "Death shall come quick on swift wings to him who disturbs the peace of the king." But while making a brand new channel was extremely exciting for Wings of Redemption, he wouldn't even make it past his first video before embroiling himself in some level.
Look at that. 6 hours ago, 8 hours ago, 23 hours ago, 3 videos, and he's getting 1,000 views, 300 views, 300 views. In the beginning, bro, best of luck right now creating a fucking channel. Yeah, best of luck creating a channel and getting that amount of views. Even though he uploaded 72 videos, even after 72 videos, you will not get these views, bro. Because everyone is doing that. Because straight up, everyone is doing that. You'll need to have to propose something unique. In marketing, it's called the USP, unique selling point.
of controversy. In his very first video, Wings felt the need to stick up for a Call of Duty strategy known as camping, where the player would stay in one location for a prolonged period of time and wait for players to come to him instead of the other way around.
Some people think I'm a camper, which I am a camper.
The strategy was common but often frowned upon by players who were more aggressive, and as a result, his comment section would fill up by many who opposed his playstyle.
Basically, yeah, I will explain in League of Legends terms, that's basically a Teemo player before Teemo was even created. Yeah. Anyone who is camping is a fucking Teemo player. Because that's what we do as Teemo players. You go into bush and you sneak. And you wait for people to come. They come, you kill them. That's a bit of a camping. It's a bit of a Teemo strategies, boys.
However, on the opposite end of the spectrum, people also respected Wings for his honesty and his unapologetic nature towards the strategies that he preferred, and as a result, he began to build an audience. Given the almost non-existent competition on YouTube at the time, Wings would quickly become one of the fastest growing creators on the platform, and with such he began to gain the attention of other large Call of Duty YouTubers, specifically one by the name of Woody's Gamertag.
Hi, this is Woody, the Unexceptional Gamer, and I make Call of Duty videos designed to help my unexceptional brethren do better in the game.
Woody's Gamertag.
See, in the very beginning, bro, my guy already figured out that you need to propose value. You need to offer value. In marketing and content creation, it's quite simple. You either do information, entertainment, or value. Value as a guide, as a tutorial, as a tips and tricks and whatnot. That's what gets your videos going. And my guy was already doing that. Fucking more power to him.
Had begun YouTube at around the same time as Wings, and in order for them to share their audience with one another, they would begin to post dual commentary videos.
Hey guys, it's Woody the Unexceptional Gamer, and I'm doing a dual com with Wings of Redemption today.
Also starting a podcast together by the name of Painkiller Already, or PKA for short.
Hello guys, this is Painkiller Already, and I'm your host, Jordy Jordan, aka known as Wings of Redemption, for anybody else who can't put two and two together.
In this podcast, Wings would continue with his strong opinions and unapologetic attitude on topics relating to Call of Duty. However, with such, would also begin to gain a reputation as a guy who would constantly respond to those who shared differing opinions. While Wings' goal was to subdue the negative feedback by responding to it, it instead seemed to amplify it, as his audience noticed that the best way to get attention from Wings was to simply leave a negative comment, which Wings often struggled to ignore.
And that's psychology, and that's also a bit of a marketing, yeah. But mostly that's psychology. Yeah, in the beginning I was struggling with this one as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure every single content creator is struggling with this one at the very beginning. Straight up, everyone is struggling as a content creator with that in the very beginning, because we are, as monkeys, we are wired to ignore the positive feedback. But when it comes down to criticism, bro, you can have fucking 100 positive comments, you will not see them. But there comes one negative comment, that's it. Something clicks in your monkey brain and you're triggered. You have to respond to that. You have to do something. You have to educate. Yeah, you tell yourself that I am educating, I'm showing my point of view, which is not what you want to do, brother, because you are ignoring the 100 positive comments. Yeah, and with this, yeah, as my guy Sunny is saying correctly, if you are responding to that shit, you will get that shit. That's the never-ending cycle, brother. So the best way to deal with it is just to ignore it. That's it. Like, I swear to God, I feel like I can find some of these comments right now on my YouTube right now instantly. Look at that shit. Yeah, my guy's saying, it's been a long time since the last time I've seen such a cringe streamer. Yeah, my guy's commenting on one of my videos. Yeah, I could respond to that. You know, no, what do you mean? Explain, elaborate. But realistically, the easy version of it, just ignore it. Yeah, my version is question. Yeah, question yourself. Do you really need to respond to that? And what I like to do is open link in the new tab. Just show me that account. When you see something like that, anime picture, anime banner, and his videos Mina do be thick. What the fuck is that? Do you really want to engage in the conversation with someone like that? Yeah, maybe there are reasons I want to ignore this. Yeah. It's his opinion, sure, he's entitled to it. Yeah, I mean, I will not lose a minute of sleep over this comment, yeah. So yeah, the simple version is just ignore it, simple.
In addition to this, Wings would begin to show
people tend to care about a lot of stranger opinions nowadays. Yep, got no idea why. Straight up got no fucking idea why.
His face more regularly in his videos, prompting negative comments in relation to his weight. However, despite clearly being on the heavier side, his subscriber count was mediated by his gameplay rather than...
Look at the fucking views, brother. That's 2011. 2022, just add the 0 at the end of it. Yeah, these are the views, these are the subscribers. Just add the 0. My guy figured it out. But also we have to consider the fact that early days of YouTube. Yeah, but fuck me these numbers though. Fucking huge.
His physical appearance, and by August 2011, Wings of Redemption had peaked as the 281st most subscribed channel on all of YouTube, with a little over 300,000 subscribers, and for all intents and purposes, Wings of Redemption's YouTube channel seemed to be chugging along just fine. That would be until the 67th episode of the Painkiller Already podcast, where the tragedy of Wings of Redemption would really set into motion after one of, if not the most notorious Call of Duty events in YouTube history. To spice things up on this episode of the podcast, Woody and Wings would invite another streamer and YouTuber on by the name of Syndicate, who Woody described to be
The best Call of Duty Zombies player on the planet.
possibly feeling subconsciously threatened by Syndicate's channel and Call of Duty skill. Wings was, quote, wildly disrespectful to Syndicate throughout the stream.
I could put up a fight against, you know, in like COD 4, Modern Warfare 2, World at War, but then throw me in
Dude,
against Black Ops.
You would
and
get
I'd
destroyed in World at War.
crushed.
I have never lost.
In addition to this, Wings would go ahead and state that
He says that he'd be much better at zombies on his first game. He doesn't even play zombies, but if he were to, he'd be much better than the best player on the planet.
in order to settle the dispute, Wings and Syndicate would agree to 1v1 each other in multiplayer.
What, you want to go M16s on Bog right now?
That could go. I'd do it for the fun of it. I'd go for it.
Let's do it.
Fucking Giga Chat Syndicate. Yeah, fuck it, let's do it.
So what map are we playing?
with game rules that favored Wings as opposed to
He
Syndicate.
lays it all out there, so it's to his advantage.
Just to top it all off, the match was hosted on USA servers, favoring Wings and giving Syndicate a massive disadvantage due to lag as he was located in the UK. There was no way that Wings could
And back, we're talking about 2011. Yeah, we're talking about around 2011, bro. The internet, the ping was disgusting. We're bitching about the ping right now, yeah? At least I am bitching about the ping. When it gets over 100, to me it's fucking unplayable. Back in those days, bro, if you're from UK and you're playing in the USC server, that's at least 800 MS gaming. Yeah, at least.
possibly lose this match, as the odds were completely stacked in his favor, or so he thought. The
Also, we have to consider that's an FPS game we're talking about, yeah? Where literally milliseconds count. They fucking matter, bro.
winner would be the first player to reach 30 kills, or whoever had the most kills at the 10-minute mark. After 9 minutes of intense back and forth, Syndicate had 13 kills, while Wings only had 9 with less than a minute remaining.
Give me a second. See? That's Woody, yeah, that's Woody, and we can see my boy Syndicate doesn't have a good ping in here, bro. He's lagging. He's straight up actually lagging.
Kills, while Wings only had 9 with less than a minute remaining. Realizing that there was no way he could catch up, Wings would announce that,
Yeah, I probably won't be on Painkiller Ready again.
which was followed by events that I think are best experienced by simply watching the real footage.
Wings, did you spawn in?
I broke my controller.
You broke your controller?
Yeah, keep laughing, you.
There goes the controller.
Why the you stream that shit?
It was your idea.
No, I didn't say stream it.
In front of 7,000 live viewers, after hours of trash talk, Wings was humiliated with 9 kills as opposed to Syndicate's 14. Geordie's reaction led his audience to realize one simple thing. Wings of Redemption was not this famous Call of Duty hero who took a romantic risk by starting YouTube. No, he was an immature man-child who happened to catch the Call of Duty YouTube wave while living on unemployment. The difference between his online persona and true personality had finally shone through, and in case Wings' reputation hadn't deteriorated enough already, this was really only the beginning. Syndicate would post a screenshot to his Twitter the following day, displaying a conversation in which Wings had requested that they play again in a fixed match, where Syndicate would let Wings win with the goal of restoring Geordie's reputation.
Willing to put in 5k USD, 5k dollars, brother, to win the game. Got a deal for you. I got Alka Davis willing to put 5k. So my boy Wings of Redemption found someone who is willing to pay 5k to save Jordan's reputation. You get 3k, I get 250. What? 5k dollars. You get 3k, I get 2.5. Math. Yeah, this is math. So basically what we have in here is a third party trying to save Jordan's face, offering 5k, and my boy Jordan is trying to take 2k. Brother, yeah, no.
Wings win with the goal of restoring Geordie's reputation. The screenshot would end with Syndicate stating, "You want to come out on top of this situation, you just made it 10 times worse," as well as, "No way, Wings, you just blew it big time." Wings' videos would then begin to fill with comments regarding his childish reaction to the loss. However, rather than rectifying it by stating that Syndicate won fair and square, Wings would paint himself as the victim of the situation, stating that the reason he didn't win the match was because Woody hadn't set the rules correctly. In addition to this, he would upload videos talking about the many problems that he'd been dealing with, uploaded with the assumed goal of garnering sympathy from his viewer base.
There'd been so much stress with sub box breaking, the view count thing, the losing the 1v1, all the haters, all the loss of subs. I've actually gained 20 pounds because all I've been doing is worrying and eating, worrying and eating.
The problem was that attempting to garner sympathy ended up having the opposite effect on his reputation, as the
Now, see, the thing is worrying and eating, worrying and eating. This is the part that always gets to me, bro. We're talking about USC. It's already USC fucking problem. I call that a Murica moment, yup.
approval seeking did nothing but display his overwhelming lack of confidence. This lack of personal confidence also began to manifest itself in videos where Wings would talk about his weight, stating that he had gained approximately 100 pounds from comfort eating since his reputation began to decline. In order to
Comfort eating. What the fuck does that even mean?
To combat this, Wings will move in with a newer member of the PKA podcast, Kyle, where Kyle would act as his
Eat with a blanket around him. Yeah, that's kind of comfort eating. Yeah, that's what they call comfort eating.
talk about his weight, stating that he had gained approximately 100 pounds from comfort eating since his reputation began to decline. In order to combat this, Wings will move in with a newer member of the PKA podcast, Kyle, where Kyle would act as his personal trainer, giving him an exercise routine and cooking him healthy food for every single meal. Kyle had even spent $5,000 to rebuild his shower.
And if he was going to live with me, we would have to put in a new shower. So construction began the next day on a $5,000 shower.
Stating that it would have been too small for Wings to fit in. However, despite Kyle putting in an incredible effort to help Wings, after only a week, Wings had requested to leave. Kyle convinced him to stay for another 3 weeks, leaving after having lost an impressive 40 pounds. Upon returning home, Geordie would hire a personal trainer. However, problematically, given his lack of discipline and the return to his old environment, Wings would gain the weight back in the few weeks following his return home. Despite having left Kyle's house, this wouldn't be the last time that they hung out. Approximately 5 months later, the 3 main members of the PKA podcast, being Woody, Kyle, and Wings, agreed to go on a survival-style camping trip in the woods together. Kyle traveled 3 hours from his house to the location at which they agreed to meet, which was followed.
But I mean, that's another Murica moment. You're traveling 3 hours from the house, I assume by a car, to location. Brother, in 3 hours I can cross fucking 5 countries in here. What are you on about?
Followed by a call to Wings checking to see how far away he was. This would be the point at which Woody and Kyle's continually compassionate attitude towards Wings would finally dissipate.
I'm driving in the night before. Let me give old Wings a call, make sure we're all good to go here, you know. Call him up, say, hey man, you ready to do this thing? I'm driving in now, about 3 hours from the place. What are you up to? He's like, I'm not going. What? What do you mean? I'm not coming. When were you going to tell me? I'm telling you right now.
Wings had left Kyle and Woody to camp by
That's the deal with it. I'm telling you right now. It is what it is, brother. It is what it is. I'm just not coming. You know, I'd rather prefer gaming. You know, why go on a fucking survival trip when I could just play video games? Think about it. You know.
Themselves, resulting in Wings alienating his final 2 YouTube friends and ultimately being kicked off the PKA podcast.
Yeah, so we've decided, it was a group decision, we decided that Wings of Redemption wasn't going to continue with us on the show for at least the foreseeable future. He's got a lot of stuff that he needs to work out before he's, up to par with what we need from him. He's having a hard time, and he's made some decisions that we didn't feel were so friendly. So for the time being, we're gonna continue without him.
It would then become apparent that Wings was questioning whether or not he wanted to continue as a YouTuber, stating that he would like to quit YouTube. However, the status it provided made such a decision extremely difficult.
I know what I need to do. What I need to do is quit YouTube and move on with my life. But at the same time, this is the high point so far in my life. It's hard to walk away from having access to 50,000 people. Basically being able to get advice at any time of the day, any day of the week. Hard to walk away from, being somebody of importance to going back into a world where you're nobody.
However,
Yeah, he has a point in here, but also about that part about 50,000 people telling you an advice. I'm not sure if you want to take advice from the strangers or over the internet. Especially since we have to remember the fact that in the beginning of the internet, everyone was borderline trolling. Everyone was a bit more trolling. Yeah, everyone saying right now, oh no, you toxic. Nah, brother. We're talking about OG Call of Duty lobby time. Shit was wild back then, so I'm not sure about the advice part. but I fully understand the idea of dropping your high position and starting all over. Straight up, it's not for everyone, you know?
Perhaps the end of Geordie's YouTube channel was out of his control, because by this point, his subscriber count had already begun to decline. The release of Black Ops, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2, as well as the increasing simplicity of creating video content meant that Wings had substantially more competition for the videos that he was creating. With a dying
Yep, and we've reached to the point where creating videos is extremely easy. There was a study conducted among the children and asking them who did they want to become when they grow up. Bro, brother, back in my day, everyone wanted to be a fucking firefighter, a cop. I wanted to be a cop because cops are amazing. You have a gun, you have a car, you have a dog. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. Dream job. Right now, yeah, that study said that, shit you not, at least 80%, I think it was fucking 90 plus, but at least 80% of the kids ask, who do you want to grow up? All of them say, at least 80%. I want to be a YouTuber. Welcome to 2022, yeah? This study was conducted, I feel like maybe last year, maybe 2 years ago. It's a recent study.
Channel and absolutely no one else to turn to, Wings would begin to upload variety videos on games such as Fallout and Final Fantasy in a desperate attempt to slow the death of his channel.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to my Fallout 4 playthrough.
He would also attempt to recapture his old fame by covering Call of Duty drama and starting a new podcast called The Podcast Show with other washed up Call of Duty streamers like Whiteboy 7 Street. However, these would also fail to slow the death of his channel. In addition to all of this, Wings would break up with a girl he'd been dating at the time by the name of Brandy, which depressed him even further, dropping his motivation to lower and lower levels. From this, Wings of Redemption would move over to Twitch.
Well, basically, my guy, in this situation, fucked from every single side, yeah. You need to have a very strong will not to succumb to depression at this point, not gonna lie. The thing is that all internet personas appear happy because you have to, unlike the surrounding adults with the proper jobs. Yup. Yeah, because at the end it's entertainment. Think about it, bro. If you have a TV show, yeah, back in the days, I mean, maybe it's going to resonate with a bit of older viewers in here, but back in the day, if you have your favorite TV show, you finish your work, you go back home, you eat your dinner, you do your stuff, you do your chores, and then you're just being chilling with a bit of a TV, and you are turning your brain off. Yeah, you're just being a potato, and you're just enjoying the fiesta, you know, just enjoying the show. You are being entertained, you're getting something, yeah. And if that TV host one day shows up fucking depressed, you know what? Like, I shit you not, there are streamers that sound like it. Well, you know, kinda, it is what it is. I don't know, bro. Why should I do that? Yeah, we can play this game, you know? We can actually play this game. Oh well, we died. What's this? Jungle Diff. Kinda boring. Shit you not, go to fucking Twitch, go to League of Legends category because that's my content for the most part. Sort by viewers, go to the bottom, bro. You'll see that shit. But still, you have to be fucking alive, brother. You cannot show up and be, well, you know. Fuck that shit. Nah, I'm done. You need to be fucking alive. That's what you need to do. Not gonna lie, it ain't easy for the most part. Unless you have access to Adderall, coffee, amphetamines, energy drinks, lots of energy drinks. Then you're good, yeah.
Wings of Redemption would move over to Twitch, stating that it required less editing, and through donations and subscriptions, he was able to make more money than he ever could while on YouTube. And while this was a positive, in a strange backwards kind of way, this...
Yeah, Twitch is easy. It requires no editing. This is why he says less editing, because there is no editing in Twitch. But making more money off donations and subs over YouTube? No fucking shot, buddy. No fucking shot. Maybe back then. Maybe back then, even though I doubt it. Because to my knowledge, YouTube, when it comes down to money, YouTube is literally 10 times as big as a payout as a Twitch. Unless we're talking about being in the 0.00001% of the streamers who are the category that we call 30, 50, 100,000 Andes, yeah. Who get one sponsorship, and one sponsorship is will bring them at least $5 million. Let's look at the fucking gambling scenarios with Adin Ross, Trainwrecks. I think XQC did that. Yeah, they were making fucking bank, bro. If you really think that those sponsorships were not in 7 digits, you were fucking trolling. Did YouTube have donations back then? No, YouTube donations is a new thing. Yeah, YouTube donations, it's called YouTube Thanks. Under your videos, enable a thanks button, which is basically your comment, or not necessarily your comment, and you can donate a certain amount of the money. But yeah, donations was a big part of a Twitch. Also, yeah, maybe he is right. Yeah, maybe now think about it. It was before Twitch introduced sub-gifting and Prime Gaming. So the streamers were getting a bank. Yeah, when it comes down to donations, streamers were getting a bank because what Twitch did, Big Giga Chat, Big Brain Twitch, what they did is they implemented gifted subs. And everyone thought, oh my god, it's easy money. Yeah, so I remember watching clips of streamers getting fucking mad money in raw donations. Someone would send about PayPal fucking $5,000, $1,000, $3,000, $10,000. And then Twitch, Giga Chats, Mega Brains and Twitch decided, you know, that's easy money. That's easy money. We need to somehow partake in it. We need to have a cut of that money. So what they did, they introduced fucking Twitch sub gifting. So the amount after, yeah, I saw the fucking statistics, brother. I saw the actual fucking statistics, the fucking studies confirmed on that. After they implemented gifting subs, the donations of those fucking huge numbers, yeah, $10,000, $5,000, $2,000 donations, they fucking plummeted. But what increased, what skyrocketed, were the gifted subs. And streamer thanks, you know? Oh my fucking god, someone gifted 100 subs. It's fucking amazing. So now you think about it, someone just paid $500 for those 100 subs, yeah? And everyone thinks, oh my god, the Twitch streamer is getting those $500, yeah? Because it's a sub. No, that's not how Twitch works, yeah? That's not how Twitch works. Twitch, my boy Daddy Bezos, what they're doing is taking 50% of it. So you're, instead of 500, streamers getting all up to 50. So let's just say, yeah, Giga Chat, Twitch. Giga Chat, Twitch is doing a bit of a big money. 50%, yeah, that's the cut. That's the cut, brother. I thought everyone knew that. I thought everyone knew that. Also, a couple of days ago, there have been news of Twitch introducing cutting back on 70-30 split. Couple of years in a row, I feel like maybe 5 years in a row. Some of the bigger streamers, we're talking back again about 30-50k Andes. So Asmongold, Miskiv, Hassan, Ninja, XQC, the Trainwrecks, Amaranth, for example. Those content creators were getting a 70-30 deal, which means Twitch is cutting taking only 30% of the money from the subs. Now Twitch is saying, you know what? How about we cut it? How about we go back to 50-50? Twitch doing some business here. Twitch is always doing business, and it's about time because for the most part, ever since Amazon acquired Twitch, Twitch has been losing money, but that's a subject for another day.
This extra income would come to him alongside an equivalent amount of emotional stress and further unexpected problems.
Only when you get partnered you get a bit more, but yeah, it's 50. No, even if you are partnered, I'm partnered on Twitch. You know how much more am I making? I'm making 40 cents a month more. Because those 40 cents is the cost of the transaction. Because when you're affiliate and you can have sub button, you as a affiliate, you are paying for the transaction. When you are partnered, Twitch says, congratulations, yeah. We shall pay for transactions, you get more money. Bro, transaction costs fucking 40 cents. So yeah, being a partner is a big bonus. Fucking scammed again. Story of my life, brother. Story of my life. Anyway, let's go back to the video.
While on YouTube. And while this was a positive, in a strange backwards kind of way, this extra income would come to him alongside an equivalent amount of emotional stress and further unexpected problems. The lack of editing and live nature of the streams meant that Wing's personality was on full display, warts and all. This meant that if something annoyed him within the game, there was no way to simply cut it out as he had on YouTube, and anyone watching was able to record whatever reaction Wings happened to have. Wings would break controllers, complain extensively,
headache, I'm hot, my sugar's low, somebody drank all my Pepsis,
as well as constantly rage.
Not the Pepsis. Not the Pepsi. Anything but Pepsis.
As a result, channels began to pop up such as Sean Ranklin, Xbottle, and Gulag Kingpin, all of which devoted to uploading Wings of Redemption's worst moments. This created a meme community around trolling Wings, where viewers would often recreate his most common actions, such as banning subscribers from the chat, drinking Pepsi, and eating Wendy's chili, done for the sole purpose of getting videos for these specific troll channels.
Because if I talk about anything, on everything, there's a video made about it, and there's 20,000 people laughing at me, or there's a podcast with 100,000 viewers.
All of this would lead up to...
I get it. I understand his frustration, but there's also the sense of marketing, bro. He doesn't see it from the marketing side. These are the views, these are the impressions that you get. Bro, that's fucking free marketing. Companies are paying mad money to get these numbers, and you're getting that shit for free. Of course, you're not being shown in your best colors, let's just say, not shown from your best side, but still, impressions are impressions, you know? Fuck me, I don't remember who said it, but any marketing, any publicity is good publicity. Yeah, that's the idea.
To an apex in a stream on one unassuming night in late 2017, at which point Wings would do something which many consider to be the most iconic moment in the history of Wings of Redemption. The livestream started like any other. However, as with many of his streams, it wouldn't be long before half the lobby was there purely to stream snipe and annoy Geordie Jordan.
God damn it, dude.
As the night progressed, the stream sniping only got worse. Then, in order to combat the stream snipers, his viewers suggested that he appear offline, to which Geordie responded with,
Look here! Look, listen! Appearing offline does not stop it, so stop giving advice you know nothing about.
possibly paving the way for the breakdown which he was about to have. The stream sniping continued, and feeling helpless to the circumstances he had found himself in, Wings of Redemption would respond with the following.
That was a solid throw though. That was a very solid throw. My guy should be maybe throwing shit in the sports, you know? What shit can you throw in the sports? I know there are balls being thrown. I know there are discs being thrown. What else is there? Like, bro, that's a... I throw the kunai. Yeah, you can throw the ninja shit. Baseball, yeah, brother. He could be a good pitcher. Yeah, the pitchers in the baseball who is throwing the ball, yeah? Like, shit, he has some power in there.
I don't know when I'll stream again. I really need to make this fucking money. I really wanted to get this surgery, man. I wanted it so bad. I just can't do it. I can't take this no more, man. All I wanted to do was, like, I was lonely. I wanted to stream and have a good time, maybe have a good game.
Sag.
I hate my life.
And this is the moment when you know that my guy needs a break. Like, straight up needs a break.
Clip has gained 2.6 million views to this day, and just like his last rage, the clip would go on to continually haunt him. However, unlike his last rage, where he would have to simply deal with comments, this time around, his trolls would go to much more effort, joining his games in order to play the content through the speaker.
Look here! Look, listen! Appearing offline does not stop, so stop giving...
Alright, your boy, did you invite him?
While giving more fuel to the growing number of troll channels. One of these channels goes by the name of Liquid Richard, who has to date uploaded 4 full-length professionally produced albums, all of which being made from the stupid things that Wings has said over the years, which is especially hilarious as the music is unironically extremely well made, and
I'm telling you, brother, free marketing. Imagine you have a fucking professional studio making soundtracks for you. Like, Jesus. People would kill for this kind of exposure, you know? But still, he said, I hate my life. Then why NKT changing his life with doing sports and finding hobbies? That's one thing to want that. Yeah, one thing is wanting that. The other thing is actually doing that, which requires discipline. I think it was a quote from BoJack Horseman, yeah, about running. I think it perfectly summarizes the idea of that getting a better life. Where BoJack goes for a run, and he's literally dead. He ran 10 meters, he's fucking dead, that's it. He's sweating, he's having a hard time breathing. And then there's a guy who is running 24/7. Yeah, he's been running for the fucking 400 years or whatnot. And what he says, bro, it gets easier. Trust me, it gets easier. But the hard part is that you have to do it every day. But it gets easier. This is the hard part. You have to do it every fucking day, and this is where discipline is coming. Yeah, that's where discipline is being formed. Without it, bro, all that progress that you made, all down, brother.
entertaining. From the point of his notorious COD World War II rage, the Wings of Redemption cycle continued over and over again. He would do something stupid, attempt to prove that he was in the right, resulting in even more trolls. Or he would attempt to improve his life in some way or another, fail miserably, and be publicly ridiculed by his detractors. He would get weight loss surgery in Mexico, apparently lose 100 pounds, never prove it, and still look the exact same 2 years later. He would continue to ban trolls from the chat, giving them the exact attention they desired, ensuring that they rejoin at a later date on a second account.
Exotic's been banned 9 times. Him giving his free Twitch Prime to me is not going to stop him from being banned at this point.
It was as if in every situation, it was impossible for Wings of Redemption to choose a response that wouldn't end in complete and utter catastrophe. Seemingly consistent with the overwhelming misfortune in Geordie Jordan's life, only 2 months ago on the 26th of July 2021, his Twitch partnership would be revoked for breaking Exhibit D of the content guidelines, as explained on a Wings of Redemption YouTube livestream titled Twitch Fallout.
Twitch took my partnership away today for Exhibit D.
Geordie then stated that he may leave the internet and get a real job.
Everybody in the chat's telling me to get a job, and you know, that's a possibility.
However, if his past has taught us anything, the chance of that actually happening is unbelievably low. Wings continues to stream on YouTube, however the dislike ratio and a short look at the chat gives us
Good news, there is no dislike anymore, yeah? So basically good news for big corporate companies. For big corporate that are not showing the dislikes, and good news for my boy Wings of Redemption. Now it is what it is.
us a pretty good idea of how many people are there for no other reason but to continue to troll him. I was watching a video created by one of my favorite YouTubers the other day, Exerbia, who included a line in his video Thoughts from Your Deathbed, which I think runs incredibly true to the tragic tale of Wings of
Yeah, Exerbia is also on the subject of quite deep thoughts, as we were talking about BoJack Horseman. Yeah, Exerbia is also one of those content creators that hits you hard, brother. That fucker hits you hard. Also, his content is fucking amazing. Yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to Exerbia, yeah, do that. Feel free to do that. He has amazing content.
Redemption. The hard road was easy, while the easy road was hard. Wings of Redemption has spent his entire life attempting to walk the easy road, avoiding anything that would result in short-term adversity. However, through seeking comfort, he's ironically transformed his life into a complete and utter tragedy. It's as if you can't really avoid the tragedy of life, but the choice we get is whether or not we want to experience the tragedy now by our own voluntary admission, or whether we ignore what we need to do and have the tragedy happen to us later down the road, as is what happened in the case of Wings of Redemption.
And that's the tale of Wings of Redemption.